On the counter-attack we go. This is what you want to see. Here's Jadon Sancho with all the pace. Come on, Sancho. This is your opportunity. Sancho 1v1. He ain't going to be missing that. Finds Marcus Rashford. Back to Anthony Martial. Still Martial. He gets past one. Martial shoots. Oh, what a goal from Anthony Martial. The guy is unbelievable in this game. So we are back again with another PES Master League video with Manchester United. Last episode we did a bit of a madness signing Dries Mertens on deadline day, and before that we signed Jadon Sancho. We've done some great business and we're off to a great start in this series, even in the Premier League. 5 games played, 13 points, not bad at all. We are doing incredibly well and hopefully in this episode we can keep it going. Today's episode we're going to be getting through more Premier League games, Europa League action, talking tactics, and also some contract stuff. We've got offers coming in for a few of our players. We're going to deal with that, so a lot's going to go down. So if you guys are enjoying this PES Master League series, show your support by dropping a like on the video. That would be greatly appreciated. 1500 likes and I guarantee you guys an episode tomorrow as well. Lately the channel has been gaining so many subscribers because it seems like you guys are really enjoying the PES content, so subscribe for more PES as well as FIFA content in the very near future. So finally we got a transfer offer for Ashley Young, a player we haven't really used, a player I'm not really looking to use and would just make sense selling. So what I'm gonna do is kind of negotiate with Aston Villa and just see what kind of money are they willing to pay. Let's ask about 4.5 million and just see what will they say about it, and try and get them to agree with this deal. I think 4.5 is a fair offer. That's his market value as well. So far in this series we've been using David De Gea as our captain, but after reading through a few comments I've just found out that apparently if you have Paul Pogba as the captain, the team spirit will go up immensely, and I guess that gives the overall team a boost, which I guess works in favor of our team. So we're going to be making Pogba captain, and as you guys can see our team spirit has gone up to an 87 rating. So we've got a Europa League game coming up next, and we've started off the competition well, a win in our first game, and as I said I'm looking to simulate the group stage games to make as much progress as possible in this series. So let's sim this one against Strasbourg and hopefully get the win. Alright, so I'm going to be skipping this upcoming match in the Europa League and we get ourselves a 1-0 win. Not bad at all. We've beaten Strasbourg, and yeah, that's 2 wins in 2 games in the Europa League. Okay, have a look at this, guys. Our monthly report for the month of September. Eric Bailly, Fred have all gone up by 1, and even Jadon Sancho has gone up by 1 in his overall, which is brilliant. Unfortunately, looks like we won't be able to sell Ashley Young. I should have just accepted that offer. I don't know why I tried to negotiate, but now it seems like, well, Aston Villa don't want him. So we've got now the Premier League Team of the Month for the month of September, and 4 Manchester United players in there. I'm not surprised at all. Rashford, Martial, Jadon Sancho and Paul Pogba. I'm a big fan of this feature and I hope we see this in FIFA at some point. This is brilliant. I mean, I know there is like a Team of the Week system in career mode on FIFA, but it's not as good as this. Alright, so a lot of our players' contracts are expiring and I think we definitely need to renew them. And I'm going to try and renew David De Gea's contract first. We're going to offer him 14 million as his annual salary. We're not going to keep a release fee. Should we give an appearance bonus? Probably. A win bonus, a clean sheet option. I think that is a very fair contract. Let's offer this to David De Gea and just see what he thinks. So we are straight away getting into our first Premier League game of today's episode as we play Leicester City away from home. Now we know they've got a good team with some quality players like Jamie Vardy, Albrighton, Demira Great, the Elements. It's not going to be an easy game, but we've been in good form in the Prem and let's keep that going. Rashford starts up front, Sancho and Martial on the wings, Mertens in that cam role. We've got Pogba captaining the team. It's a strong Manchester United side. Let's go out there and win. A lot of you guys were asking me to test out the away kits for Manchester United in game, and there you go, against Leicester, the King Power Stadium, we are using the away strip. Oh, here we go, guys, on the counter-attack. Here's Jadon Sancho pushing forward. Still Sancho. He's too quick for the Leicester defense to handle, and Sancho strikes within the first 5 minutes of this game. A stunning finish there from the Englishman as Manchester United lead 1-0. I'm so glad we signed Jadon Sancho. I know we overpaid for him quite a bit, I mean 80 million, but at least now he's coming good. He's gone up by 1 in his overall, and now he's scoring consistently as well. 1-0 against Leicester. Leicester looking to create. They're putting us under quite a bit of pressure. Cross comes in. De Gea makes a great save yet again. There's a reason why I'm looking to renew his contract. It is a corner for Leicester City, and it's going to be Yuri Tielemans to put this one in. Decent delivery. We've got to get it away. What's going on here? Oh, we somehow do clear it at the end. I thought we were going to concede there. Not good, guys. Open space here for Dennis Praet. Here's pushing forward. Oh, that's brilliantly defended by Harry Maguire. I've got to say, this partnership of Lindelof and Maguire is working like a charm for me. Oh, not good, guys. Looks like Jamie Vardy has broken through. He gets past Lindelof with these shoots and scores. I mean, nothing much you can do about that. Jamie Vardy at his absolute best there. Scores with his weaker left foot as well. And looks like we've got a tricky game ahead of us as Leicester have equalised and they are back in this one. It's 1-1. This is not good. Demaira Gray looks to push forward. Cuts inside, finds Vardy, and Vardy almost gives Leicester the lead in this one. Thankfully, his shot was just off target. Hasn't really been Marcus Rashford's game, so I'm going to bring him off. We'll be playing Daniel James on the left flank, Martial up top. Now here we go on the attack with Dries Mertens. Still Mertens. Looks to get it onto his right foot, does brilliantly. Finds Fred. This is beautiful football. And now it is Martial who misses the golden chance. The build-up play for that, man. I can understand why Maradona was frustrated there. But come on, how haven't we scored from there? Brilliantly done there by Mertens. Finds, of course, Fred. Oh, it was such an easy goal for Anthony Martial. How didn't he score? Finds Anthony Martial, who releases Jadon Sancho. Sancho's already had a great game so far, but can he make it even better? Still Sancho tries to cut back. It finds its way to Daniel James somehow, and we get ourselves an extremely lucky goal. I mean, how on earth didn't Leicester clear that away? That was so lucky. James, right place, right time, puts it in, and Manchester United make it 2-1. That was such a lucky goal, and I mean, could be an important one as well, because we could be walking away with all 3 points from this one. Full time against Leicester City, and we walk away with all 3 points. A lot of luck involved, but I've got to say, Jadon Sancho was unbelievable in this game. He scored the first goal, helped set up the second, and we get all 3 points away from home against Leicester. Look at this, guys. We are slowly climbing the Premier League table, but of course Man City still remain perfect in the competition with 6 games, 6 wins. We're not doing bad either, in 3rd place here with 16 points. Okay, looks like we've got ourselves an interesting cutscene, and we've got a tough schedule on the horizon, so I think we should give Diogo Dalot some playing time and give some of the other players a rest. So it seems like that is what our assistant coach says, and I guess maybe we should be doing that. Look at this, guys. It seems like Jadon Sancho has been giving an interview with, of course, some of the media and all. Interesting. Well, it seems like David De Gea is pleased with the offer we gave him for the contract, so we're going to renew his contract, and there you go. Looks like our salary budget increased because of it, because we offered De Gea less money, and for some reason he accepted it. Oh well, I'll take it. So we've just had an offer come in for Juan Mata, and the fact that we haven't really been using him, we've got Lingard in that position to be backup, and we've got Mertens as the main man. I definitely want to negotiate and try and get rid of him. You know what, on second thoughts, I don't want this transfer messed up. I think 10 million is a lot of money that could prove to be really helpful for us, so I'm not messing about. Southampton can have him for 10 million. And look at this, guys. We get a good bump in our salary budget and a huge bump in our transfer budget. This is going to be useful when we reach the winter transfer window. So up next, we've got an FA Cup game against Hull City, and I'm not really focusing on the FA Cup, so we're going to be simming the game. But I don't really want my first team players playing this game to, you know, keep fitness at a proper good level. So I'm making a ton of changes. The likes of Mason Greenwood, Daniel James, Lingard, all getting an opportunity, even James Garner as well. Let's hope we can get past them. I'm honestly really worried about this one because we've made so many changes, but guess what? It's worked out to perfection as we've beaten Hull City 3-0, and I guess we move on to the next round of the FA Cup. One more thing though, why is the FA Cup starting out so early in England? The FA Cup usually starts in January, which is a bit weird. I think PES has got the competitions mixed up. Alright, so it seems like we've got another cutscene. This one is a press conference. You bagged the win in your last match without being at full strength. How important was Diogo Dalot's performance? So I guess that is the question. I don't really know what he did, but we're gonna just say he showed that this squad has great depth. That's, I guess, the perfect answer. And yeah, of course, having a deep squad is important, but to be fair, our squad isn't that deep. Okay, so we've received another transfer offer, this one for Ashley Young, and I don't want to mess this up, guys, because I think we need to get rid of a lot of the deadwood we've got at the club, and it starts with players like Ashley Young. We've already sold Marcus Rojo, Mata, and now we got to get rid of Ashley Young, so I'm going to accept this offer. Let's see what kind of money we're getting. A decent amount of money in our transfer budget, but we do free up a lot of our salary budget, which is great. So up next, we've got a Europa League game against Rio Ave. We're already in a good spot in the competition, so let's skip this match and move on to more Premier League action. Here we go, and we've won this game 1-0 as well. So far in the Europa League, we've played 3 games, and all of them have ended in a 1-0 result. Anyways, I'll take it. 3 games, 3 wins, 9 points. We're in a good spot to finish first in our group. So we are indeed back to some Premier League action. As up next, we face Southampton in the Prem at home at Old Trafford. So far in the Premier League, things have gone really well for us. We haven't lost a single game, along with Man City and Chelsea, who hold the same record, but City have been perfect and we've got to keep up with them. So we need to beat Southampton, who aren't doing that bad, to be fair, in 12th place. So hopefully we can still get the win against them. For this one against Southampton, I've made a few changes here and there. First of all, bringing back Bailly into the lineup just to give him a go, give him some game time. And even McTominay is back in the first team. Here we go, Southampton at home. Let's go out there and win. Here we go, the game against Southampton has kicked off. Pogba finds Marcus Rashford, massive chance, I think he is onside. Rashford shoots, but he drags his shot wide. Rashford's finishing is a bit dodgy in this game, and you know what? I kind of preferred Martial to be playing as my main man up front. Anyways, I'm really hoping Rashford can score soon. On the attack we go with Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial finds Paul Pogba, and here we go on the attack, still Pogba. Pogba finds space and shoots, but that was awful. We are slowly trying to break open this defense of Southampton. Now it's Dries Mertens who looks for space, shoots and forces another save from the Southampton keeper. Cleverly done to find Anthony Martial, back to McTominay. Now it is Marcus Rashford who shoots first time and misses again. Marcus Rashford's been in terrible form, at least in this game, because that was a chance you expect him to take. He was complaining for the most part instead of actually being alert. I mean, look at this, how has he missed it from there? It's probably a bit harsh to do this, but I feel like we need to bring off Marcus Rashford. He's not cutting it in this game at least, so we'll bring on Daniel James for him. Here we go now, Mertens releases it to Anthony Martial. Now it's Scott McTominay looking to push forward. Cleverly done to find Anthony Martial. Now out wide to Daniel James, who can't really find space to turn and shoot. Ultimately, he can't. Well, he gets blocked. I thought he was going to be getting that shot off. Again, Southampton have defended so well in this game. We've given the ball away to Southampton. It's Holberg with a chance. Big chance for Southampton. They still have the ball. Højbjerg shoots and off the post. We could have easily lost all 3 points in this game if Højbjerg would have scored there. That was a close call as the game ends as a 0-0 at Old Trafford. Probably one of the worst results we've had in this series so far. I mean, we had the chances to win the game, especially with Rashford, but we didn't take them. And that's why we have dropped a couple of points. Well, disappointing. Will it even be possible to at any point overcome Manchester City? Because they just seem to be unbeatable. They've played 7 games and they've won all 7 of them. And that's why they are 4 points ahead of us in the Premier League table. So we just received a pretty big offer for Tuanzebe for 8.4 million from Newcastle. And the fact that we've already got Maguire, we've got, of course, Eric Bailly, we've got Lindelof, and even Phil Jones for that matter, I don't feel a reason for us to keep Tuanzebe. He's only 72 rated at the moment. He's going to take a while to grow and become a proper good centre-back. So it honestly just makes sense to let him go, and that's exactly what we're going to do. For 8.5 million, Tuanzebe will be sold to Newcastle. We get additional funds, which is brilliant. Let's take a quick look at the club performance tab. I think we're doing this for the first time in this series. Let's take a look at our player stats for this season and look at how in-depth this is in PES. I mean, you can literally check any stat in game. So we can check shots on goal, having a look at which players have had the most shots on goal for us, which in this case is Marcus Rashford, who's been dribbling the most for us, what kind of percentage they've got while dribbling. It is unbelievable. Passes received, crosses, through balls, literally everything, man. Fair play, PES, for including such stuff in their game. Honestly, this is just beyond incredible. I'm taking a look at some of the team's stats this season, and this shows what kind of football we've been playing, and in this case more of a possession-based game, short passing and defensively, all-out defense and conservative apparently, which is interesting, and it shows where you've been attacking from, where you're winning the balls and which positions, and just more details, your average possession, your detailed stats. Like, I mean, you can't really ask for more. Types of goals you've scored as well, through balls, dribbling, passes. This is just brilliant. Who's been taking more shots? Who's been winning tackles? I mean, I hope this comes to FIFA at some point. And of course, as expected, you can have a look and see the player who's been scoring the most goals for you, which in this case has been Anthony Martial with 6 goals. Second is Jadon Sancho with 4. Since we drew our last game, I really want to get back to winning ways to keep the pressure on Man City and even Chelsea for that matter. So I'm going all in for this one against Bournemouth. We've gone for a strong lineup. We've got Lindelof back in the team, Fred as well in the lineup. But one change I've made is to drop Rashford for this game because he's not been in good form. No point playing him. Instead, let's give Daniel James an opportunity on the left. Anthony Martial is going to be playing as our main man up front. Let's get right into this one against Bournemouth. Looks like Bournemouth have an early opportunity. Wan-Bissaka, strong challenge, but ultimately still can't win the ball back. Bournemouth pushing forward. A proper good chance here for them to make it 1-0 early on at their home stadium. But we've got David De Gea, and he ain't getting beat that easily. Fred now finds Pogba. Now Mertens, who can turn. Mertens finds Daniel James. Clever pass inside to Martial. Now Jadon Sancho, who controls it well. Cut back inside to Daniel James, who gets ahead of his man and scores. That is exactly why I decided to start him. What a moment for his Manchester United career to come into this game and show that he is ready to deliver. An assist for Jadon Sancho once again, who's basically now an assist machine, and he's adapted so well into this team. He scores, he assists, he literally does everything as Man United make it 1-0 against Bournemouth. So here we go now. Jadon Sancho inside to Mertens, cleverly releases this one for Sancho. It's absolutely brilliant football, but ultimately Daniel James's touch let him down there. Would have been one of the best goals we've scored so far in this series. The build-up play was just beautiful. Is Daniel James now brings it inside to Mertens. Mertens tries to find Martial, does so successfully. Martial goes for goal and misses a golden chance. That pass from Mertens was inch perfect and probably even deserved a goal. Not good, guys. We're giving away a chance to Bournemouth, and thankfully David De Gea makes the save. It's not going to be easy, guys, because Bournemouth are creating chances. It's just that we've got De Gea in goal and he's just unbelievable. Here's Pogba pushing forward. Cleverly done to release Anthony Martial. Out wide now to Fred. This is looking nice. Now it's Daniel James. Lays it off to Martial, who should score, and he misses. How's he missed that from there? Inside the box. I tried to finesse it, but it didn't work. Again, brilliant build-up play. Daniel James is literally having the game of his life. Look at the way he set him up. Here we go on the attack now. It is, of course, Anthony Martial. Lays it off to Mertens. Now Jadon Sancho. It's beautiful football, and it deserved a goal as Jadon Sancho scores yet again for Manchester United. A goal and an assist in this game. He's just unbelievable in this one. Dries Mertens gets an assist in this one, deservedly as well. Look at that back heel from Martial, and then Sancho did the rest. 2-0 up against Bournemouth before half-time. Jadon Sancho finds Martial. Now Mertens. Now into Daniel James, who brings it onto his right foot. Oh, brilliantly done. 3-0 Manchester United against Bournemouth. Daniel James with the crucial goal as we make it 3-0. I mean, that finish was just beautiful. I mean, he just literally passed it home. I think Mertens got the assist for that again. As we make it 3-0, and this goal should basically mean it is job well done. Look at that touch from James to bring it in, and then the finish, superb. I reckon it's time to make a few changes for fitness purposes, and that's why I'm bringing on Marcus Rashford up front for Anthony Martial, and also let's bring on Scott McTominay for Fred. Daniel James with a great touch, and we know he's got the pace. Still Daniel James looks to bring it in. Oh, he skips past one. Still James. Cuts it back to Rashford, who has to score from here, and this time he could not miss from there. Daniel James with another assist, and this is turning out to be one of his best performances for the club as Rashford scores an important goal, I guess, for his confidence, but this was all about Daniel James's pace down that left flank. The cutback was brilliant, and the finish from Rashford decent. Full time as Manchester United walk away with a 4-0 win with Daniel James scoring a brace. Sancho scores as well. Rashford as well later on managed to get himself a goal. 4-0, what a performance. We've been waiting to have a game like this in this series, and finally we've had it. Okay, so I'm extremely confused. Apparently the supporters have given Jadon Sancho a nickname, and that nickname is Il Tedesco Volante. Why on earth would English fans give Jadon Sancho a nickname like that? That is absolutely confusing. Okay, so I'm sure you would have seen when we signed Jadon Sancho, I definitely messed things up a bit. I gave him just a 1-year contract, which was very stupid on my part. Anyways, so apparently we'll be able to renew with him as soon as the January transfer window opens, and we're going to be doing exactly that, offering him a bigger contract. Also, after that performance from Daniel James, it only makes sense for us to renew his contract because, well, it expires in a year. It only makes sense to renew it and offer him what I guess he deserves. So we're going to be paying him 794,000. No release fee because his release clause fee is non-negotiable. Why does he want a release fee? Come on, that makes no sense. I don't want to let him go for 19 million. Alright, I guess we don't have any choice. So 3 years, and this is what we're going to offer him because otherwise he won't stay at the club. I don't want to be letting him go though for 19 million. Let's see if he accepts this or not. So up next in the Premier League, we've got Burnley, and well, they are struggling as they are bottom in the league with only 2 points. So it only makes sense for us to simulate this game to get it out of the way. Alright, here we go, simulating this one against Burnley. Can we get the win? We can. A 3-0 win as we continue to win in the Prem. And with that win, we are now second in the league. And also a bit of good news. Finally, Man City have dropped a few points, which is massive. Here we go. Seems like we've done really well with Daniel James's contract. We're going to accept it and he's going to sign a new 3-year deal. Brilliant. And also, I guess we had to pay him more of a salary because our salary budget has gone down a tad bit. Look at this, guys. Jadon Sancho continues to grow in his overall as he's gone up by 1 once again. That's superb. Mason Greenwood as well gone up by 1. This is interesting. World Best Player Award nominees announced, and Barcelona has the most nods with 9 players, including the likes of Messi and Antoine Griezmann. The next episode of this series is about to be a bit insane because we've got Tottenham in the Prem, and then after a couple of days we've got Liverpool at Anfield, and we know that is going to be a massive game, and potentially even the City fixture. It is about to be crazy in that next episode. So I guess that is that for today's episode. We're going to be ending this one right here. We've played quite a few games. We've made quite a few progress. A lot of our players have gone up in their overall as well, especially Sancho. And results wise, we're doing pretty well. Second in the Premier League. We sold quite a few players as well in today's episode. So all in all, a lot of progress made. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, I would really appreciate a like on this one. 1,500 likes and I'll get you an episode tomorrow. Subscribe if you are new around here, and I'll catch you guys next time.